Coleman, civil rights giant in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. In 1997, he started talking about charter schools, but nobody was listening. But I come to tell you today that even though he is in the grave, his voice is ringing loud.
Ladies and gentlemen, every time I go to have this conversation, I always start by saying, I wish I could be here under different circumstances. That I wish I could be here as part of a celebration. But I'm here because families across this country and families in the Commonwealth of Kentucky are in crisis.
Amen.
Joblessness, crime, child obesity, poor nutrition are all symptoms of not having a quality educational system for our children.
Amen.
The one tool we have to turn that situation around is education.
That's right.
And we created many, many years ago what we thought was a system that would work for all children. But the fact of the matter is, it does not and it cannot. Too many of our children don't learn to read.
That's right.
Too many of our children go to school every day with that desperation because they know that I don't even understand what these people are talking about.
Amen.
And my parents have brought me here, entrusting my life and my future to a system that cannot succeed, that was not built to succeed.
Lord help us.
And there are many people who tell you that you don't need anything else, that in fact we need to double down on failure. We don't need to change it, we need to double down on the dropout rate. We need to double down on schools that are unsafe. We need to double down on teachers who do not love or care about our kids. These people are not driven out of love for our children. They're driven by money and power and adult interest at the expense of children.
Amen.
And folks, it's not okay.
It is not okay.
It's not okay. And what we need to understand is that we cannot be comfortable. In fact, this was important.
Amen.
I heard this for the first time in Kentucky. First time in Kentucky where people have said part of our problem is that in this country we have become far too comfortable with failure for certain children.
Amen. That's it.
As I travel across this country, families are desperate. But you know what? There are kind of two Americas when it comes to this education thing. Because on one side, you have people with money, power, and influence.
That's right.
And they find a way to get their kids educated.
Amen.
They pay tuition to send them to private schools if they don't want to go to the traditional public school. They buy tutoring. They find a way to maneuver themselves into the good school.
That's right.
And I don't know about Kentucky, but where I'm from, I never see a Board of Education member who's got their kids in the failing school.
Amen.
Somehow they wind up. They wind up no matter how they live in the good school. And I don't know how that happens. It's still a mystery to me, but I always see it. And then some families will just move. Because sometimes if you just go a few streets away, all of a sudden you're in a much better school.
Lord have mercy.
So that's what we have on one side. And then on the other side, you have parents without the means to get into a better school.
Oh, my.
And those families have a choice. You either suck it up and deal with it, or you do like families like Kelly Williams Bowler and other parents have done, which is you lie about where you live to get your kid into a good school. And when they find out about it, they try to send you to jail for trying to get your kids educated. I'm sorry, but the America that I learned about as a kid is much better than that.
Amen.
It's much better than that. We shouldn't have parents who have to choose between breaking the law or getting their kids a quality education. political leaders in Kentucky. The first thing is you need to get some damn courage when it comes to taking care of our kids. If you are scared, you need